KC's Audio Vault.
Rick Jackett from Finger 11.
July 25th, 2008.
Hey, man, it's Rick from Finger 11.
Hey, Rick, how's it going today?
Pretty good, man. I'm sorry I'm late.
No, that's all right.
We're playing today here in Louisville, Kentucky, so running around the stage, getting everything ready.
How has the summer been? You've been pretty busy. It's been nonstop tour.
Yeah, man, it's been pretty awesome. We've actually just been really busy. Yeah, we've been traveling back and forth between Canada and America, just playing lots of fun like festivals and fairs and with like tons of bands. It's actually been a lot of fun.
Quite a bit with Seether and Three Doors Down, and then the show near Winnipeg. It's in Brandon, X-Fest 2. There's a whole, it's like just another festival for you. You got the Trues, Theory of a Dead Man, Puddle of Mud, Three Doors Down, and of course Finger 11. Is that a pretty good community of bands? I guess you've been playing with a lot of them this summer.
Yeah, you know what? We know every single one of those bands very well. Like we've toured with most of them in the last couple of years. We just got off a tour with Theory and down here in the States, and the Puddle guys, we know all of them, and the Trues we've known for a long time, and I think Headley's playing, are they not?
Yeah, Headley's on the bill as well.
We just were out in the East Coast at Salmon Fest in Newfoundland with them, and had a great time. So it should be it'll be a blast. Like the backstage area at those festivals are always just good vibes anyway, and when the bands know each other, it just gets even crazier. So.
Do you ever spend any time on the road figuring out new songs, or your headspace pretty much let's perform? That's
pretty much it. Yeah, for us, we're not very good at writing on the road. We have in the past. Our last record, in fact, there's a song called Windows Song, and that was written and recorded in the back of the bus on the road. But for the most part, when we're on the road, we tend to keep our heads sort of in the live game, and then we go home and we turn off the live game and really focus on writing. And we definitely do have a tendency to treat them as different entities. So.
The past couple albums, it's true that you kind of were passing around a track just through, I guess, some sort of FTP site on the internet. You're just sort of like passing ideas.
That's exactly. Well, when we started writing the last record, we started as we always had, and with us just in a room jamming out ideas, and we did it for quite a bit. And we came up with quite a few ideas, but then eventually it sort of got old, and the inspiration sort of stopped coming. And so we all went home and started writing our own music. And one day I had an idea, and I was like, man, I want James, the other guitarist, to hear this, but I'm going out with my friends partying, pretty much. You know what I mean? So we had this uploader site, and I just put the music up there and the BPM of it, so he can follow how many beats per minute it is. He downloaded, put it on his computer, came up with a whole other thing to put on top of it. By the time I came home from the bar, I'm all drunk. I pull up the FTP site. I'm like, wow, man, that's like, I can't believe that just happened in that time span. And like a whole song was created, and that was it. From that point on, we just started using it for everything. And there was a couple things we did where we didn't even see each other. We just sent it over the internet and put it together on the computer. I mean, I'm usually the guy who collects it all and mixes it all together, and I love doing that. So for me, it's a treat getting all this music sent to me from all my favorite musicians. So, is that something you'd like to continue doing for the next one? Yeah, I think it is. I mean, there's a danger to that way too, is because you can start to lose sort of identity, and it's sort of like certain guys get left out because the song will be done right away because only through a few people. So I don't think it's like going to be our only way of writing, but it'll definitely be something that we just use from now on. Do you think you'll change the way you're going to release music? Because over the past year, it's been more and more download. It's singles, it's iTunes, it's free download on 9inchnails.com. Do you think head in that direction? Yeah, I imagine. I imagine next time we go to make a record, it'll be a different way of releasing it. We've already talked about different ways. The label themselves will have a ton of ideas of how to get out there. And you usually work together, and you find a way to, just sort of like embrace the times instead of fight against them. We've been talking about 2 EPs that make up one record, but releasing them at having I don't know. We just started talking about a new record. A mini Use Your Illusion. Yeah, so that sort of idea, but having very maybe different, aspects to each one, like one be very different than the other. So I don't know. But hey, man, that's such a new idea. I don't even think that some of the guys in the band have heard that yet. So we'll see. I don't know if that's what's actually going to happen.
millions of downloads for the Finger Eleven's hit single Paralyzed, or the number 5 all-time rock download chart. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. I mean, those kind of statistics, they don't really change my life on like a daily basis, but man, that's going to be an awesome thing to brag about when I'm 60 years old. You know what I mean? When I'm sitting at the bar with all the other old guys, every talking about what they did in their life, I'll be like, oh yeah, one time I had the number 5 most downloaded song in history. So it's an unbelievable feeling, man. Those kind of, those aren't the kind of things you aim for when you start a band, but when they happen to you, it's like a really cool feeling.
Rick, I got a serious question. How is your beard?
Oh, it's doing good. It's got a few more gray hairs in it. I think I'm getting stressed out this year, but no, it's doing awesome. I haven't shaved it yet. I think it's actually as long, if not longer, than my hair now.
So is that do you ever trim it? Do you trim it just so it'll get a little bit longer? Because I guess at some point the facial hair kind of stops. Yeah,
you know what? I haven't yet because it keeps growing. So I'm it's like I don't want to curse it. It's like, all right, I'm just gotta keep growing. But I haven't trimmed it yet.
How long has it been growing?
It's been about 3.5 years, almost 4 years. It's been pretty fun. I never ever thought I'd have a beard this big in my life, and now that I have it, I love it.
Do you have a girlfriend or wife?
I got a wife.
And what does she think?
She's the biggest cheerleader of everybody. She was the one, like, when I came home off the road with just my initial beard, and she was like, I love it, I love it, I love it, keep growing it. So all the times when I was like, oh man, this is hot, I want to shave it off, she was like, no, don't shave it off. And so she's always been she loves it. She loves it.
I understand you ended up canceling or postponing a few shows not too long ago. Scott's Neck or something like that?
Yeah, we came off the road, and Scott had a herniated disc in his neck. He'd been hurting him for a couple of days, but we only had one show left when it started hurting, and I guess when he got home, it just sort of locked up, seized up, and he couldn't move his upper body, and he had to go to like physio, and he had to get MRIs and stuff, and we had to cancel a European tour, which sucked, and then a few other shows down in the States, and it just, canceling shows always sucks, man. Like, but when someone's physically injured, it's like there's nothing you can do about it, It's like if you're a hockey player and you break your leg, you can't play a hockey game.
You got to sit it out. You have to wait.
Yeah, you just have to. There's nothing you can do about it. As disappointing as it is.
Have you ever been benched? Have you hurt yourself so badly you been pulled off the stage?
You know what I did, man? We were playing a show with Nickelback on the West Coast, and I don't know what I did, but I somehow on stage I was going nutty, and I got my finger stuck in the strings of my guitar, and I totally tore all the ligaments and tendons in my knuckle. And it's the weirdest injury. It sounds like this, but I couldn't even move my hand for like 2 weeks, and anything it touched, it felt like it was just broken. So we had to cancel a show down in Texas at BuzzFest, which is a big radio festival down there. So that sucked. But that's the only other time. I broke my hand, didn't miss a show. Cut my hand open, didn't miss a show. But when I tore the ligaments, there's nothing. I was like, I gotta go home.
I'm hoping you're not going to hurt yourself before you come play X-Fest
nope.
2.
There's no way.
There's no chance.
I'm done. I'm past. I learned from my mistakes.
Before I let you go, there was something about Talking to the Walls. It's a new single, and you got a video in the works. How exactly is that working? I guess some fans can actually be in the video.
Well, yeah, the video is cool. We've already filmed the video, and what it is it was shot. We got a collection of our fans who just had an interest in filming and editing and movie making, and they came and they made a circle around us and filmed us perform. And then we also filmed it with a director, and we have all the footage now of all the cameras, and we're putting an edited video together, and they're going to air it on Much Music. But then James, our guitarist, he's going to do his own edit of the video, and then there's going to be I think it's the website where you can go and you can do your own edit to the video. I think the winner wins a MacBook or something.
Well, thank you very much for getting me on the phone here, Rick, and we're looking forward to Finger 11 playing X-Fest 2 in a couple weeks.
Cheers, Casey. Thanks, man.
All the interviews you want on iTunes and at Power97.com. Casey's Audio Vault.
Casey Norman is Power 97's music director and can be heard every weekday from 2 till 6 in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Power 97 is Winnipeg's best rock.